citizenship. So ngayon, I'm going to teach you kung paano nyo ba, or if you have any problem with your USCIS application. So this is what you're going to do, and then I will share you also my second update form for our I-751 or removal of condition that I have with my K1 and my K2. So these are the letter that we got, and we have this 3 letters from the USCIS. That was since Friday, but I'm just making a video today. So all you have to do is go to uscis.gov to make sure that you are in the right apps. So now, as you can see, you have to go to USCIS home if you want. Okay, so if you want your case status, then check the case status. So here I'm going to USCIS home, and here are the things that you're going to find. So for example, if you have questions, so as you can see, Emma is in here. Okay, if you have more questions, so just go to Emma. Okay, you will click Emma, and there you go. You can see the reply of Emma. So now you can ask questions to Emma anytime. Okay, so if you have more questions about USCIS, so all you have to do is click Emma, and Emma will tell you everything that you're going to do. She may ask you your I-751, and then she will send you to the live chats to the people or those who will help us. When I thought I have a problem. I have a problem with my I-751 because they returned my photos, and it stated no problem with that. And I asked also the representative or the live representative that it stated there, and this is where you can find. You just click Emma, and Emma will direct you to the representative or the lab representative that you can ask questions. So when that time I asked a question to Emma, and she direct me to that person, and that person answer all my questions. I do even have a countdown with that I'm in number 28 and number 33, then down to 28, then down to 25, then 23, until it's my turn to ask questions. And that lab representative tell me what's his name or what his or her name. Then after that, he or she is asking me what is my concern, and they are telling me to type what my question all about. Then after that questions, after that questions, I asked also my receipt. So if you're asking also your receipt number, you can ask also that live representative so that you will know your receipt, especially if you don't receive your receipt yet. Like for example, now it's been 1 month before I got an info from the USCIS. And then 1 month and 3 days, that's the time that I received this letter from the USCIS. There's 3 letters from the USCIS. So meaning the longer it takes, the time now to have an info in the USCIS. So if you have questions, if it takes too long for you to wait, then just go to EMA. Just go to the home uscis.gov, and then go to the left side or find Emma in your computer, in your screen, and then ask Emma, and she will answer you whatever your questions. Okay, and she will direct you to the USCIS live representative, and that's what I did. Thank you very much. And I'm going to tell you also what are all inside in this letter from the USCIS. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you kung ano yung information na nakukuha namin from our process in our removal of condition or 10-year green card application. So, ito, and I will show you also what did I do to communicate the USCIS after we received the first update in our removal of condition. So, these are the three letters that we received from the USCIS. So, the first time that we did is we sent it to the USCIS January 23rd, and they receive it in Arizona USCIS, which is January 29. And then we got an info which is February, not February, but March 1. Then we received this letter, the receipt. I think this is the receipt. I think I will check it, which is 10, 9, 11, 9, so something like 9, March 9. Oh wait, now is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, March 6. So from January 23rd, then 29 to receive, March 1, we got the first update, then March 6, we received this letter from the USCIS. So it's really three. It's really three letters from the USCIS because we are three. So I have 2K2 and mine. So now I have to open what is inside in this letter and let's see what's going on. So I really opened this letter like this. I have a lot of letter already to the USCIS since we started our process in when we apply for a visa, and until now I keep all of those. I will not keep that until when we have already our citizenship. So this is it. It's stated here, notice of action, which is, it stated notice of action I-751, which is the receipt. So it really stated, this is my first K2 receipt. And it stated here the receive date that they receive our application. Then it stated I-751, the case type is I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence. Then it stated there the petitioner is my son and the beneficiary is my son. So that's it. So always remember, if you have K2 and you are also, before we are the beneficiary, but when we are the beneficiary when we apply for a visa, and also when we apply for green card. So when you apply for removal of condition, you become the petitioner. Always remember that you are the petitioner. So it stated here the petitioner full name, then the family name, the full name, and the middle name. Then the beneficiary, it's still the same. Then it stated, this notice confirms that you are included as a dependent on the Form I-751 petition to remove conditions on residence filed by the above named principal alien on the date indicated above. Your conditional residence status is extended for 18 months from the expiration date on your Form I-551, which is a permanent resident card, also known as the green card. During this extension, you are authorized to work and travel This notice presented with your expired permanent resident card is evidence of your status and work authorization. So even if he is K2 and he is underage, he still have his record on evidence of the status and work authorization. Then this extension and authorization for employment and travel does not apply to you if your conditional resident status has been terminated. Okay. If you think you will be out in the United States for a year or more, you should apply for a re-entry permit before leaving the country by filing the form I-131. So since our I-131 and work permit was expired, so we need to apply. For example, if we will travel back to the Philippines or we will travel in other country, so we need to apply at form I-131 before we can travel, because if not, we need to do something about it when we come back. So application for travel document, as long as the re-entry permit is valid, it allows you to board a vessel or aircraft staying in the United States or apply for admission to the U.S. port of entry without the need to obtain a returning resident visa from the U.S. embassy or consulate. If you have not already done so, provide supporting documents to help USCIS process your petition and to establish your eligibility to remove the conditions to the permanent resident. So that's what it stated. Please include a copy of your receipt notice with any supporting documents you submit. Please save this and any other notices about the case of your records. You should also keep copies of anything you send us, as well as the proof of delivery. Have these records available when you contact us about your case. So all the information that we receive from the USCIS and whatever the notice that we have or the information that we receive from them, we have to keep it all. If any of the above information is incorrect, or you have any questions about the status of your case, please call the USCIS Contact Center, UCC, at 1-800-375-5283. TDD number is 1-800-767-1833. Or visit the USCIS website or www.uscis.gov. So this is the reason why also I made a video also on how I communicate to the USCIS after we received the first update that they sent us our photos that we sent to the USCIS during the application. And I have that video and I will include it. After this video, I have another video that I attach on how I did it. Okay, so if you have any other questions, just try to communicate them using the live chat or of the live representative in the USCIS. The receipt number in the receipt, it said if you call us, please have your alien registration number. So always remember, don't forget your alien registration number and the receipt number shown above. The receipt number is the tracking number of your case and we will help with inquiries. Processing time is varied by case type. Go to www.uscis.gov to see the current processing times listed by case type and office. So if you have more questions about the USCIS and all the applications that you have from all the visas that you're applying for, contact www.uscis.gov. It should be www.uscis.gov and it's stated there home. Okay, I show you. Well, anyway, I have the video about it and it's shown in there, so you will know what you're going to do the right or to check the right site. View your case status on our website's case status online page. You can also sign up to receive free email updates as well as we process your case. Most of the time your case is pending, the process status will not change. This is because we are working on cases that were filed before your case. So we have to wait about it because there are people who are ahead of us who apply first. That's why they have to take care of them first before us. When we make a decision on your case or if we need something from you, we will not notify you by email and update our systems. If we do not receive an initial decisions of your updates from or update from us within our current processing time, contact the UCC at 1-800-375-5283 or visit our website at www.uscis.gov. Okay. Biometrics. It's really stated here we need a biometrics. We require biometrics, fingerprints, a photo, and a signature for some types of cases. If we need biometrics from you, we will send you a separate appointment notice with a specific date, time, and place for you to go to the USCIS Application Support Center. For biometrics processing, you must wait for that separate appointment notice and take it. Not the separate this receipt notice to the ASC appointment along with the photo identification. Acceptable kinds of photo identification are. So now when we go for the USCIS biometric, when we go to the ASC appointment or the appointment notice, so I mean the application support center or the AAC application support center, when we go there, we need to bring our passport or national photo ID issued by your country. So since me, I have that ID and also we have that passport, so we need to bring our passport. My driver's license, since I have my driver's license, so the kids don't need it. But still, I think I will need also some proof that they go to school. So some proof of the school records. Then a photo, military photo ID if we have. So those who are military, you can bring that. A state issued photo ID. So if we have state ID, we can bring that too. So that's just an optional. So if you receive more than AAC appointment, even for different cases, take them both to the first appointment date. So if we have an appointment date for the biometric, we need to bring, if we have more than 2 receipts or notice, we need to bring it. Note, conditional resident applicants, including conditional resident dependents, residing you overseas pursuant to military or government orders will not receive an AEC appointment notice. To complete biometric processing, these applicants must submit the required items listed on the form I-751 instructions. So we really have an instructions for the biometric. So it's the same with the application for the adjustment of status that we have before. So we really need to have that items or application. We need to bring that. It's a form of instructions on what we're going to do. If your address changes, non-US citizens must report a change of address within 10 days of moving within the US or its territories. To file a change of address, visit the USCIS website in www.uscis.gov/address change or call UCC at 1-800-375. I'm sorry. Again, call if you want to change your address. If you can't visit the website www.uscis.gov/address change, you can call the UCC at 1-800-375-5283. TDD number is 1-800-767-1833. Please see the additional information at the back. You will be notified separately about any other cases you filed. So it stated Texas Service Center, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, 6046 and Beltline Road, STE, 110 Irving, Texas. So it really stated here the address of the USCIS. So USCIS Contact Center, www.uscis.gov/contact center. And then there is another paper at the back. So there are additional information and at the back for the applicants and petitioner. So all of this, it stated, include a copy of this notice if you write to the USCIS consulate. So if we do something and we have any inquiries, there is an information at the back of this receipt. And then there is there are things here that we needed. Approval for non-immigrant petition. So for non-immigrant, if we approve a non-immigrant petition, it means that the beneficiary is eligible to request it. So all of that, there are something that they said about it. And then approval of an immigrant petition. So those non-immigrant and an immigrant petition, there is things here, information that you needed to know. So I have to check the second page of this receipt or notice of action that they sent. Return of documents. So for example, if we're going to ask a return for the original documents that we sent, like for example, a marriage certificate of the parents, a birth certificate, all of that. So you need to, for example, if you want to request, so you have to send it to them, the form G884. So if I were you, for example, if you have original papers that you sent to the USCIS, you better fill out the form G884 and include it on your application to your 10-year green card or your removal of conditions, so that you don't have to send it again. Like for example, you just sent it after you receive this kind of notice. So if I were you, you will just fill out the form J884. So I will teach also on how you fill out this form so that you can include it during the application if you want that you have a papers that you want to be returned to you, like the original papers like birth certificate or marriage contract. So that's it. So that's why me and my husband and the kids papers we sent to the USCIS, most of it are really photocopy. The reason why we did a photocopy, because in case that we have an interview, if in case we have an interview, at least we bring the original papers and they have the copy. So I don't need to make a J884. But if you don't have any copy, just fill out this form G884 and they will send you back the original copy of your important papers. Okay, notice. Under the Immigration and Nationality Act, or the INA, the information to provide on and support an application and petitions is submitted under the penalty and perjury. So everything must be true. Everything must be real. You don't have to falsify any documents. So you should make sure that everything you sent are true and it's really you. Okay. USCIS and U.S. Department of Homeland Security reserve right to verify the information before and after making the decision on your case. So when we ensure that you can comply in the applicable laws, rules, regulations, other legal authorities, we reviewed the public information and records. Contact others by mail, the internet or phone, so they may call us or they may email us about that. Conduct site inspections of businesses and residences, so we're willing to welcome them to check here if they want, or use other methods of verification. We will use the information obtained to determine whether you are eligible for the benefit you seek. If we find any derogatory information, we will follow the law in determining whether to provide you an legal representative listed on your G28 if you submitted one. An opportunity to address that information before we make a formal decision on your case of start proceedings. So before they did everything, they will do the security check. They will check your they will check your information. So since I have to K2, so I don't need to read my son, my other son information, because it just stated also the same thing. But they have different alien numbers, so I have to check that also. Then I have to show you also mine. Since it stated there on my son, it stated dependent. Mine is different. It's not dependent. So the upper part, it stated your conditional resident status is extended for 18 months. And a permanent resident card, also known as a green card. During this extension, you are authorized to work and travel. So it's just the same info, but it did not state that I am a dependent, because I am the one who petitioned, the one who made a petition for the application on the removal of condition, or the 10-year green card, or the form I-751. Okay, so it's really stated, notice that this notice confirms that you are included as a dependent. So that's what it really stated, notice as a dependent. So the kids are really the dependent. So it's shown also the receipt. So all the kids are the dependent, and you don't have to pay the I-751. All you have to do is pay the biometric fee. So if you have more questions about it, just check my videos about the visa process to citizenship, and you will know everything, what's the process, especially for those who are under the K1 and the K2 visa process. Okay, so those who have questions, just comment down below. Okay, so I will try to answer all your questions. So so that's all. Thank you for watching, everyone. So if you have more questions, just comment down below again. And another thing, I have more questions. I mean, I have more info on next to this video, but it's not really next, but I'm going to include it in this video that I made, so that you will know what you're going to do and what's going on with our process. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I don't need to say bye-bye, because I have to include the other one.